Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome. Once again, it is that time to get the show on the road. So guys, without further ado, good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening, no matter where you are around the world. Welcome to another edition of the London Session. Hope you guys are doing well. Once again, looking forward to seeing what we can come up with moving forward here today. Predominantly on gold, but we will obviously look at other pairs as well. Guys, if you could, don't forget YouTube, please hit that like button, TikTok, smash that screen for me. Any charts, any questions, anything you'd like to talk about in the chat, feel free to send that into the chat and I'll get to you guys shortly. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's have a look, first of all, at the news. Let's see what we got, if any scheduled news for our session here today. Just refresh. Alright, so there's high impact Swiss news, so that may impact the euro, or probably more so the euro than anything else, but perhaps the pound as well. So if you are trading, obviously, the Swiss franc or the euro, just be wary. We do have some high impact news to come in about 40 minutes from now. Moving forward into NY, big day ahead with ADP to come. Unemployment claims, PMI as well, so massive day when it comes to news, but tomorrow is the big one with NFP. I'm sure there'll be a few of you trying to catch a move on that, but just be very careful. So that's the news. Obviously, breaking news could happen at any point, so we just need to be a little bit wary of the news. But guys, let's get started. Let's have a look at the gold. And just want to say, first of all, our mate from yesterday's stream who was saying, convinced that it was a sell yesterday. If you guys remember, those who were on stream, who, trust me, I promise you, was around here. He was calling for a sell, saying it's going to drop to 30, 3,500, 3,400. Trust me, what happened afterwards? So I always say to you guys, be careful what you say, because it's going to come back to bite you on the backside. So all pumped after it. Anyway, let's have a look at the analysis starting with the weekly time frame, and we are forming obviously a very strong bullish candle here. Still in uncharted territories, pulling back a little bit in a minute, but very strong bullish on the weekly. Daily, what we do have on a daily, which is now gives me more opportunities to take a sell, or more probable opportunities, I believe, to take a sell, is the fact that we have a candle. Well, we have a bit of a wick rejection of the previous candle to the upside. Not only that, we have the current candle with a lower high, lower low, and we are currently engulfing the previous daily candle's low. So this is the first potential sign that we may make some sort of deeper pullback within the market here. On to the 4-hour time frame. Structurally, nothing's changed. I do still see it as bullish. We are obviously at a strong level of support here. What I do like about it to the upside is the fact that we are about to close this candle. If we push up a little bit higher, we're going to leave a long wick to the downside, which would suggest to me perhaps we just grab some more liquidity, picked up some of those orders which were left behind on the impulse to the upside in order to retest the all-time high again. So if we were to begin to close back above this support, I'll just mark that level in, and I will be adjusting it when I go down to the 9 time frame, 15. But if we do close around that level or above it in the next 6 minutes, I do believe there could be further potential for price to move to the upside. As far as resistance, we mark it in, but we're quite a distance off it, and that is the current 4-hour levels. Now onto the 15. Alright, so we're just gonna draw in a few zones here. So what we can see, this is that 4-hour level, guys. The level I think I mentioned yesterday that if we close below, I'd be interested in some potential sell. There was this current level. Alright, so this looks to me that, once again, perhaps it's just a bit of a liquidity grab from the downside in order to continue momentum, gather enough liquidity to head back up. So we're just going to adjust this zone across. We're going to mark in a zone to the downside. Now it's a tricky one to mark in. Normally I'd focus on the lowest point of any bullish candle. I don't really have a zone though, so I'll keep it at this bearish wick for the time being. We're also going to mark in same thing here. We don't have low of a bullish candle, so I'm just going to mark in the bearish wicks for the time being. Alright, so the 15-minute structure, I can tell you this much, is definitely bearish. The 4-hour structure was still technically bullish. So the bias is still technically bullish, but once again, with the daily counter probabilities now to the downside, do not mind potential sell options as well. So that being said, first of all, sell options, guys. what I can see here is we have IC candle, interruption candle. So we've created impulse, pause, impulse. Price has not yet come back to retest that pause candle. So what I'm likely going to do is set a sell limit order at the low of that bullish candle, or I may choose to wait and see how the minor time frames, even the 5-minute time frame, how we react to the low of that bullish candle, in anticipation that could be a level price pulls back to, or to grab some more orders from the upside before heading back down towards the current daily candles low. So something I will consider. I may got it lined up, but I've not set the order just yet. I may just set a very, very small position on a limit order sell from the low of this bullish candle. Otherwise, guys, better options. Well, currently we're just consolidating. There is absolutely no direction within price action. So what's likely going to happen is price is eventually going to break, whether it be to the downside or to the upside. It remains to be seen. However, I need to wait a confirmation. Without confirmation, we're just guessing, because it's just stuck in a very, very shallow area of consolidation. So what we need to do is simply wait for closures, guys. We need to wait for either a closure below or potential sales. It has to be a strong close as well, otherwise it's not proved nothing to me. Or B, closure above. Same thing applies, guys. It has to close significantly above, and then I will consider my options to take a buy off the back of that. So very simple for the time being. I'm not going to predict out of consolidation. We're just going to wait for some sort of confirmation. And if it happens, just to make the move without me for the time being, not a problem at all. Better options below the low. It does look clean. Let's just look at on the 30 as well here. Yeah, the 30, I mean, doesn't look bad for a sell. Or earlier, to be honest. However, I'm going to wait. Yeah, so stealth below low also are valid. And that is basically my personal opinion of the gold for the time being. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Today's gold. Let's have a look at GJ for those who might be interested. Actually, the chart doesn't look that bad, especially to the upside. It is just consolidating for the time being. Very little volume within the current daily, we can see. However, looks good to the upside, looks very clean. All right, weekly time frame. Once again, still forming bullish, higher low, higher high, pulling back within the current weekly candle. So still, but we still call it obviously bullish. Daily, very choppy price action on the daily, just real mess, consolidation. No direction whatsoever. Bullish, bearish, it's nothing at the minute. It's just consolidating, it's going sideways. So can't really make much off the back of that. On the 4-hour structure here, I would argue still technically bullish. Just in consolidation as well though. We're just going to mark in this level of support. As far as resistance, we have a level just here, but we'll mark it in. We'll mark in just now. That's the current daily candle high. Not a great deal of volume within the current daily candle itself. That's the current zones on the 4-hour. Now let's just adjust this. Alright, the M30 structure. Ooh. Technically it's bearish, guys. I don't see a proper swing amongst this move to the downside. We've just got we don't have consecutive bullish candles pulling back in the opposite direction to the impulse. So to me, as long as we remain above this high and within this low, structure irrespective is going to be technically bearish. So a bit of a mixed bag here on GJ today. Having said that, I still prefer the buys. Reason being, it's much cleaner to the upside. So if we were in a pop above level here, 199, 170. I will contemplate my options to take a buy. We are looking like we're leaving some wicks to the downside here, so suggesting perhaps we're grabbing some more liquidity, want to make the push up, but in order to best avoid a fake out, doesn't not guaranteed, but to give yourself a high probability of avoiding a fake out, simply need to wait for the closure above, pull back to retest, and then look for entries as it begins to break the high into the clean traffic here to the left. Otherwise, guys, very difficult at the minute because this total area is pretty much a write-off. It's just consolidating. Just means that if you try to take a sell from here, there's a good chance it's just going to chop it out to this and maybe eventually break to the upside. So I'm gonna avoid trading within the current range. I mean, the only thing I would consider is if it drops from the high very cleanly to the low, opening up this consolidation and look for possible buys from lower down. So that is basically GJ. Nothing to the downside, below low. Very, very choppy price action. So guys, hopefully it makes sense. Back to the goal. Have not closed below. So once again, it's not a strong enough confirmation for me. Let's have a look at the 5 minute. 5 minute looks quite messy as well. So nothing just yet on the goal. Meantime, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Oh, music is really loud. Why is that? Alright, sorry guys. So I've been playing my settings. How's that? Apologies, I hope you heard the bloody analysis. I must remember to check the chat before I actually start the analysis, mustn't I? Anyway. Alright, so gold breaking. I know it's going to be some of you in the sells and asking me why I didn't take the sell. I don't care less because it's not my plan. In the meantime, Franco, good morning to you, brother. Lau, hope you're well. Man, same old, you guys are legends. Tony Gold, hope you're good, my friend. Godfather XAUUSD, yep. Apologies, mate. Apologies. TikTok, thank you and welcome to the 114 of you currently on stream. Thank you to new followers. Let me have a read of TikTok chat. What do you guys got for me today? Is our mate from yesterday in the chat who was calling for gold to die and it pumped after the stream. Ali, thank you for sharing the live. Guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. Feel free to send in your questions. What did gold fall? Probably just a correction with price action. Could have been off the back of news. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I've not paid attention to what's been going on. After the stream yesterday, I did not look at the charts at all or the news or anything like that. So it could be just a healthy correction. We still had how many days consecutive now bullish? I think 7 in a row. So the probabilities are, the data would back this up, that we're going to close back bearish. There's a high probability. And this is the first potential signal that this could be the candle to do so. Reason being is because we have the lower high, lower low already. So even if we do pull back within this candle, I do believe it's a high probability that we will close bearish today. Doesn't mean I'm just going to sell it, because we may close bearish, but we may close back up near our high. So just need to wait for my cues to enter the market. At the minute, I don't. So mention wasn't interested in that sell. And if you did take the sell upon the impulse, you've now stuck in drawdown. So to me, again, this was not a strong enough confirmation to look for a sell just yet. If we do, however, like I mentioned, start popping back above this resistance, which is actually a 4-hour support, and again, I just believe we may be grabbing liquidity in order to move back up again. DFMA, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome. Poker trades, red dot, yeah, Swiss. So it's not going to impact US. It's not going to impact gold. Best trades, yes, but scalping. I only trade a couple hours a day. Get my trade, fantastic. If not, I move on. That's how I go about it, guys. So I think if you want to scalp, I think that's the best way to go about it. So you don't get forced into a trap of trying to find a trade. You let the trades come to you. Have a plan, focus on your plan, let it play out. And if it does, that's when you react. If it doesn't, you walk away. So full time, I mean, just depends what you call full time. For some people would trade like a 9 to 5. For me, it's more like a part time, full time, if that makes sense. A couple hours a day. No coffee today, guys. Already had 2 this morning. Sebastian, morning to you, mate. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Kyle, good morning to you, mate. Barman, no, I'm currently in Thailand. Triple Chisholm, it's in Bahrain. Not just yet. Could be, but not in a minute. Cheers for following, guys, you guys. Appreciate it. If you've not already done so, make sure to follow. Think about jumping across to the YouTube stream at some point as well, guys, or subbing anyway, because if I do go missing on TikTok, it's likely I got banned or something. So easy to find, exact same profile name. So I'm on YouTube right now as well. YouTube, you get the full screen as well. You get layout, you get all the numbers, all that stuff. SD, what do you do the rest of your day? What's your typical lot size you use? Look, lot sizes aren't massive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The most I've traded is about 8 lots. Not trading that much in a minute. It's on the lower scale of that. What I do the rest of my day? It depends. Where I'm at. When I'm in Thailand here, I'll go to the gym in the morning, because it is 1 p.m. right now, so I usually go to the gym and either make breakfast or go have breakfast, go have coffee. And that's about it. After that, come back. I mean, after doing all I have to do. Not much, to be honest. If jump on a call with the members usually, and then that's it. Whatever I want to do in the evening, if I stay home or head out, or yeah. When I'm back in Oz, I do have a business with my family, which keeps me quite occupied for not so much during the week, but at least on the weekends. Sebastian, it's not. Why is that? That is really strange. What is going on here? I've not touched a thing. Someone try to type something into YouTube chat, please. Let's see if it's working. What's going on here? Boys, so here we go, how it's working. I have no idea why it wasn't. Anyway, appreciate it. Thank you for sending messages, so I know. Not sure why it wasn't working to begin though. SD, that's a good lot size to make what you need for day. Sounds like good luck. Yeah. I mean, it's be nice to trade bigger lots. There's ways to go about that. There's ways I will eventually go about that. Yeah, but for the most part, it's, especially when I'm here, it's a good life. I can't say I enjoy it so much when I'm back in Oz, but Sebastian, thank you, mate. How's the corner? Yep, all good, thank you. Oh, mate, that's not a bad idea, actually. Probably the TikTok chat should, I should think about that for a TikTok chat. By mint, you think? I think. It all depends on what side gold wants to break to. In the minute, there's not much. How's the corner? Thoughts on GJ at the moment? Very ordinary. Consolidating. I did mention I prefer it to the upside. It's a lot cleaner. Just adjust that. to that point there. Yeah, buys above 199, 180 roughly. Otherwise, I would avoid the current area. The Asian session range is just consolidation. Nasty trapping. So preference be for it to break, retest, and perhaps grab some more orders from the downside, pick up some more orders, trap the sellers, and then continue to the upside. So that's would be the preference. To the downside, very choppy. My concern to the downside would be that maybe it's just going to grab some more liquidity from over here in order to push back up. So I would personally avoid the downside below the current daily candles low. Let's see on gold. SD, how long are you overseas for? Probably another month and a bit. Oops. All right. I go to GU analysis, looking for sells from resistance, sells below 134,550 by the looks of things. Buys above the resistance. Let's quickly look at it. Yep, sells from resistance look good. Buys below support potentially. Yeah, I think it looks pretty much spot on. I'll probably be looking for the same type of scenario to play out.
Hey, good morning, man.
Hi, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, everything is okay, and you?
Not bad, mate. All good. Can't complain.
That's good to hear. So maybe, hopefully, not an annoying London session today.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, so far it's looking fantastic, but let's see if gold gives us an opportunity. So, as I mentioned, the first potential option would be a limit order sell. On the interruption play. That's a broker chart. 3540.75 is what it is on my chart. Potential limit order sell. Actually, I'm not going to put that just in case I get it down on TikTok. Now, definitely the safer play would be even to go down to the 1 minute and look for some sort of rejection. Because my only concern by that potential entry is that we're consolidating right now. If we break to the upside, likely going to have a bit of momentum because this consolidation is pretty much a build up of liquidity. So it could just burst through and start trending back bullish. It's also back above the 4-hour support as well. So, but I'm happy to take a very small position if it does in fact tap into that level. TikTok guys, smash that screen for me, please. There's only 71 likes. Should be already 2,000 by now. Smash that little screen for me, guys. Appreciate it. YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button. still stuck in consolidation right now on gold. You guys in TikTok, can you hear the music at all? I don't think you can, to be honest. Alright, keep hitting that like button, guys. Keep smashing your screen, TikTok. Let's quickly take a look at EU while we wait. Weekly. So again, as mentioned yesterday, it's already got that higher high, but it's also got a high low and it's flipped back bearish. Bit of a tricky one here in regards to a high time frame direction. I mean, still in a bit of an uptrend on the high time frame here, but as far as the candles itself, it's just consolidating. No real clear direction within price action at the minute. So what I can see on a daily, previous dailies tapped into level of support, closing back bullish. Just marking the high of the previous day. I'm also not going to bother about marking a low actually. So if we begin to break the previous daily candles high, we've got to look to see if we do have any margin to the upside. I mean, 4 hour looks like we do, but it looks like we may have a bit of we probably suggest that there's going to be some resistance on the minor time frame. Jamie, just give me 2 seconds, sorry. Alright, so let's just mark in some levels here. 4 hour structure itself, I mentioned yesterday, it still remains bullish. Yep. This big impulse to the upside, or is it? Oh, it is bullish. Yeah, so the 4 hours bullish. Let's not mark in another level. Around sort of 30. And a 30-minute structure is still technically bearish at the back of the move from Tuesday, but it looks at things. Alright. So again, a bit of a mixed bag here. Just adjust that. So yeah, it's much cleaner below this level. If you were looking for any continuation sells, I'd want it below 116.386. That point there, we're likely going to come back down to retest 116, 18, 19, that sort of region. Otherwise, what I would be doing is letting price action play out, and if you made a clean move up, I'd avoid getting involved because you're running into consolidation. Or I've looked to see how price reacts to 116.750 for potential rejection sells, and definitely closures above for some more probable buys, in my opinion, into clean traffic. But wait for the closure, retest, and then look to set your order. Name, morning two, session. My training for day in Asian session. Nice one. Have you metal bulldog? There was buzz on your audio, is there? Anyone else confirm? Jamie, why is the zone at 3526.08 gold grade? That not a minor zone as for our bullish candle had not closed. What level? 352608. No, because of this to the left, it lines up with that. And we've not closed below it really. I mean, you could, it's technically for our level, but to me it lines up perfectly with, I'm just incorporating the whole, this whole level, including the bearish wick. Look at it now, guys. Popping back up, so we've got the new 4 hour, and we're popping up to create the upper wick. So the limit order sell based on the interruption candle. What would also add a bit of confidence to that is the fact that 4 hours just opened not too long ago. We don't really have much of a low wick. So there's a good chance at some point it's going to reject. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to flip and close back bearish. But I would trust that that could be a potential level for it to pull back to reject that little interruption candle here to the left. Yeah. Hey, is there? Yes, there as well. What's going on with all my settings? It's throwing me off today. It's all out of whack. No idea if is that any better? Why is there's something going on here? How is it now, guys? Yeah, this settings won't change. I have no idea why. Still there? No idea, guys. Apologies. I'm really not sure what's going on. That's probably why the numbers are down too. I have no idea why it's so frustrating. Very makes sense. Nice one. Callum, gold to 3,600 today. Maybe, who knows? I'm not so worried about that. More concerned by current price action and waiting to see if I can get an opportunity to enter the market. Name? No, the computer, obviously the fan computer's quite loud while I stream because I'm dual streaming, so that could be perhaps why, but it's not that loud. I don't think you'd hear it through the speakers. Better now? Maybe I fixed it, just adjusting the settings. The settings changed for some reason. Same thing happened on my YouTube with the chat. I have no idea why it disappeared. Okay. Montessori school, when you make live. Thanks. Live. Pretty much this time every day, Monday to Friday, generally speaking. But off late, I've been missing a few sessions here and there. I won't be on tomorrow. Nor will I be on Monday. Ali, buy or sell, looking for potential limit order sells here, but I could also look for the potential buy, guys. Buy to sell, potentially. So if we close above in the next 3 minutes, need a decent low wick, I would preference the continuation buy, so the buy stop. Reason being is because my concern would be that previous fire closed strong bearish, current daily is forming strong bearish. The structure within the current daily on the 9 time frame is bearish. So I'd rather let it pull back, retest, bounce off, and then look for the buys begins to break, as opposed to a limit order buy in this scenario, because it could just retest and end up just grabbing liquidity from the upside to head back down. However, continues to push. So your options are, guys, potential buy stop. You need to wait for this counter close. So what I would suggest is focus on the highest point of this candle on your broker chart, await a tap in to this previous resistance, and then look for opportunities to take a buy. The other option is the limit order sell on what we call the IC play. Not ICT, it's got nothing to do with ICT. That's based on price. Good chance it's going to come back to retest this pause candle, tap into the low of it, and often a level where price does reject, at least enough to get to break even and perhaps take some profit. But it is fraught with danger a little bit more in this situation because we are breaking from consolidation, so we may have just grabbed something like a fair bit of liquidity in order to push bullish. So I would suggest if you are looking for the limit order, do so with a very small position. I go full margin on the limit order. Oh, which languages? What's that got to do with it? Obviously English. What do you mean in regards to trading? I mean, Ali, sorry, that was you, not Carl. Carl, do you think long now? I think there's a good chance, but it's pushed quite significantly. So I've got a limit order sell set. I think it's going back to all-time high. Could. What would be really nice is if this counter just pops up, which it hasn't done. So I would really prefer it to tap in. At that point, you may even be able to go down to really minor time frames here, the 5 minute, possibly the 1 minute, but 5 minute would be better. Look for support to form. A.C.T Kuma 35.48. Essentially, Josh, look for an entry. Well, it's pushed quite significantly from this consolidation. So the options are above the high upon continuation. You'll probably be just about triggered in. But I'm looking for, again, a play that we call the IC play, which is a highly probable entry. But we've got momentum to the upside. So I do suggest if you're looking for the sell on the limit order, do so with a very small position. And I will get to break even quite quickly on this one if it does trigger me, which it just has done. So currently in a sell. Let's see. Current live position. If you get me, I just got triggered into a sell. So it's pretty much an entry. Nicole, if it's within your plan. Mr. London 35.55 incoming. Potentially. There is a fair value up. I don't trade fair value ups. But fair enough. Not saying it's not going there. I'm just doing what I do. So we'll see. Once again, a couple of pips in drawdown. We'll pretty much need the entry. We'll see. Been up about 6 pips. It's alright?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I was out, I had some issues with my...
Okay, no, all good, all good. So stop loss is above the interruption pattern. Tip still now. Again, if it's in your plan, if you like. Otherwise, don't sell. Still now I bought from 35.25, 35.555. Sell from there. Fair enough. Let's see. Keeps it dry. It's in and out of profit. A lot of volume in these candles as well, guys. So it's going to have about 6-7 pips on the table. Stop loss to entry. Close half.
Nice, man. I like this kind of trading style in the last 3-4 weeks. Getting this interruption candle.
Yeah.
I'm looking this also on GU.
Same type of thing.
Right now. Yeah.
Nice one. So I've closed half, guys. I closed half at about 14. Again, it's risky because of the volume to the upside and the fact that we've broken out of consolidation. So it's the way I've chosen to go about it. Just be careful because, again, we've got momentum to the upside here, so we still could push back bullish. So I suggest being at break even. I am currently at break even. That was a quick little dump again. So now look at it. 19 pips, 18 pips on the table, guys. So well done. Well done anyone who took it. Good work, guys. Light work as well. Pretty quick one yet again.
Great call, man.
Thank you, mate. Almost took my run out, but still just in. Pro, yes. TP, the target would the eventual target is the lows, but there's a good chance it's going to take my runner out prior to it either way. But I'm happy to have secured a small profit on it so far. That's another dot. So 2-0 for the week. I've hardly been on the charts at all this week. But once again, as I mentioned, the last few weeks after my worst week of the year, did I do anything different? Did I panic? Did all of a sudden did I think that it doesn't work anymore, what I do? No. Just continue to do what I do best, knowing that eventually it will be okay again. So my worst week for the year was minus 2%. And that was about 3 and a bit weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now. 3 weeks. And since then, hardly taken a loss. I think I've taken 1 loss since. Nicole, quick profit. The quality entry, this entry, it's the favorite of the group. I would hazard a guess for most of the members. It's one that usually price does reject that particular what we call the pause candle, the interruption candle. Official Black, thank you for the sticker, by the way. And it's doing so yet again just now. So we've still got this going, guys. About 15 pips profit on the runner. A nice entry. How's the corner? Yeah, I slowly got the 80% sale. I don't know. Look, if you're going to use indicators and that, for me, free version is plenty. Gabby, yes, currently in a sell, currently at break even, currently secured 50% at 14, and I've got the rest running. And we're currently running. That's my pick. I like disappearing it. Currently running at about 25 pip profit, 30 pip profit on the runner. Wow, look at that. Absolute cracking entry yet again, guys. Had about 9-10 pip drawdown, and that was it. Nicole lot size, again, it's no one's concerned. Wasn't a huge lot size, but it's enough to see some decent returns and losses if I don't manage it. Guys, don't get enough love on this stream, and we keep notching up the W's. That is win number. Let me. Why is all my settings gone? Something is not right today. Oh wow! Look at this thing drop. So 40 pips on the table, guys. 40 pips on the table. Consider locking some profit in. We've also closer to the open. Tip. So crazy, bro. Catmint. Web3 is the future. Whatever. Is it in sell trend LA? Well, I'm in a sell. So still in an uptrend, but I see more potential to the downside because of the fact that daily candles got lower high, lower low, forming a strong bearish candle. So perhaps just pulling back within the candle to pick up some more orders to head back down. So you guys should be safely at break even, should have secured some profit if you're scalping. Like ops best players, are you in? Yes. You get me TP again, you could wherever. I'm not greedy, I've secured some profit. The eventual target would be pretty much a low. I mean, this would be a good level to target as well, 35, 28, 29. Actually, my open shorts. You made my trade reverse. You're long now. Look, I don't think it's the worst trade spin. It's worse if you've got 2 options or 3 options. Buy, sell, or nothing. Still could move to the upside. The momentum out of the consolidation was to the upside, so I wouldn't write it off just yet, my friend. But again, have a trade management plan, so don't let it go too far against you. Make sure you've got, a stop loss. Jamie, sorry, mate. I just saw this in the chat, in the Zoom call. Jamie, it's both. So it's a limited order IC play. So yeah, the course update will mention that. So the original IC play is impulse, pause, engulfing, tap in on this candle. That's still a quality entry. But now what we also look for is impulse, pause, impulse, and price returning back to the interruption candle. Hopefully that made sense.
So when it's not touched before.
Yeah, correct. Like on the following candle. You secure some profits, mate?
Yeah, I'm completely out. So
Nice
80 pips. Yeah, absolutely. And I took a normal lot size there.
How many pips?
Because 13.
Nice one.
Yeah. And for me, I'm getting more confidence with this type of entry.
Yep.
And I was with my normal lot size in.
Happy to hear it.
So nice 2 wins yesterday, the GU call.
Yep. That was a really nice trade.
And today also this sell here. Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, thank you.
Why is this not showing up? Someone been playing my settings. Who's hacked my PC, guys?
That would be me, because you're just too good.
Well,
No.
we could be onto something. Actually, I better be careful what I say, because TikTok will ban me. Very sensitive mob at TikTok. How's it going, mate? You take any trades so far?
On, mate, so I noticed it after it all happened by looks, but like a nice little IC candle.
Yep.
And well done, Franco.
Hey, Knife. I'm okay, and you?
Good. Not too bad,
Good to
mate.
hear. Yeah, I took also this entry, this IC candle there. Was mentioning to Justin that I'm more confident to take this kind of trades the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Pretty good call.
Yeah. When they occur, when there's a strong direction, they definitely work well, that's for sure.
Yeah, worked really well on the high time frame as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Really effectively on the 4 hour and daily, especially at daily. Daily is wow. Yeah, on the end of some
like
cracking entries on the daily.
Support.
Sorry?
Yeah. Especially if it's like a daily support level, like how the last couple that I noticed, I think they were from, was it 2 days ago? No, sorry, last week. I mean, where they were, was it a daily? No, it might have been a 4 or an hourly. Might have been the hourly I was looking at. Anyway, they seem to work well in the direction of wherever it's going, and if you get that pullback to those zones,
yeah,
they work a treat, absolute treat.
Yeah, price had been trading prior to it and then pulling back.
Yeah.
Correct. So still got the runner going, guys. I suppose a little bit more of the position though. So nice trade. No name, how's it going, mate? I joined. Would you mind going over the trade you just took? So it's the interruption play, mate. The delayed interruption. There's 3 types of interruption plays. There's the continuation interruption, basically, which is the one that is listed in the course, which is this play here. So impulse, pause, impulse, limit order sell, and get triggered in on this candle, grainy upward. That's a continuation limit order IC play. This one here is the delayed IC play. So when price advances pain, when it pulls back to tap into that zone, into that low of that bullish candle, it's going to reject. And up to the point where obviously you can get to break even and secure some minor profits. Because a lot of the time what we do see happening is if price has been trending prior to any pullback, that likely pullback to that particular interruption candle will trigger in some pressure in the direction of the trend itself, which obviously is to the downside within this current impulse. I mean, so not saying the trend is bearish, but within the current impulse and the formation of structure within the current daily candle. The third one is the cluster IC entry, which sort of looks like this, but it's not quite one.
It's actually to your left. To your left. Right there.
To my left?
Just across it. No, sorry. Go back. Yeah. Come down a little bit. There. You've got a cluster where you've got 1, 2.
What, here?
Yeah. Well, that's what I would have thought it is, but maybe.
Yeah, it's not the cleanest one, to be honest.
Sure, there'll be a couple of other examples here somewhere.
Where are they? They're usually everywhere.
There. Is that one there? Where we've got 1, 2, 3. But that's more like just a rejection zone. No.
I'll find one. Look, you'll probably see them more clear on the flyer. It's a free education, guys. So smash that like button. Cluster, I see something like that, to be honest. Would use that. Like they're normally everywhere. I mean, that's the cluster I see. That's a pretty good one, actually. So basically, you've got some consolidation. It normally lines up with the level of resistance. So you want to see the pattern where you've got some, bearish, bullish, bearish, that type of scenario. And price create the impulse. A lot of time, what we see is price will return back to this particular. It's not much. It's not a pause candle, but it's still an interruption. It's still prior to it. You got some sell pressure. You got the buy stepping back in, and then it's only to be erased, and price begins to trend back down. So often what we find is when price eventually returns that level, once again taps in, your stop loss is back above the high. In anticipation, it's going to begin to drop yet again from that zone. So pull back, grab liquidity. Kind of works like a magnet, these zones of liquidity. Price will tend to want to pull back to grab some orders that may have left behind. But obviously sometimes it's going to, grab some liquidity from the downside in order to really push bullish. And occasionally you're going to get caught out. But for the most part, very, very high probability entry.
They're a bit more trickier though, the cluster ones, I think.
Yeah, a little bit more tricky, but you will begin to spot them when they're very clean as well.
Yeah.
Some clear ones. It's just current price action, I can't see any real clean ones. The best ones when you got the cluster mixed in with the continuation. So, for instance, a little bit like this one, but not quite, because you don't really have the cluster prior to it. But you got a little bit of consolidation, that cluster effect. Then you've got the pause below the consolidation.
Yeah.
And then you look for the entries to tap back into that pause candle low. They're the very high probability ones.
Ones I like are on the daily gold from about 7 days ago.
The dailies had some cracking entries.
So
I wrote a few of them.
down the bottom there. You have
These
two-
ones were absolutely spot on. This one had 0.7, guys. 0.7 of a pip drawdown on the daily time frame. That's crazy, isn't it? That's absolutely crazy. We're talking about the daily time frame. And if you were, able to hold runners, I struggle holding runners, you'd still be well in profit. You would probably not be trading the rest of the year.
That's the one I've swung traded with a small amount.
Yep, nice one.
Interruption, but that's like that was from like 8 days ago, and I'm
Yep.
only holding a little small portion, but it's these things are crackers.
They are, definitely. And this one as well. I was involved in this one as well. That one had a 7 pip drawdown. So these are on the daily time frames, guys. They're the best interruption plays you could imagine. I mean, this is kind of a cluster interruption as well. That's just the continuation. But you guys learned it first on the stream. I do not get enough loves. So think of that what you will. Win rate is probably better than anyone else streaming. To be honest, I'm very close to it. If not, it's definitely in the top few percent. Or because I just simply follow my plan. Whilst everyone else is telling me to sell, it's a buy now, sell now. See what I do? I wait for the plan to present. Wait for the chart to come to me in a manner I want to see it at a level I want it to go to before I take any trade. What broker? Photo alert. Type in the chat. Not affiliated with them. However, watch the space. Not with this particular broker, but another highly trusted broker. They are ASIC regulated, and the spreads are pretty good as well. So,
And even in this one that you've called, Matt, you may have been drawdown by about 10 or 11 pips.
yeah, it's 10 pip drawdown.
By about 30, if you were still holding. If people were
Yep.
still holding.
Yeah, you got 30, 35 plus pips on the table still. No name, got you, bro. Thank you. Thought you were in a buy. Was nah, it's all good, mate. Yeah, because obviously I've since taking a screenshot, I'm at break even. So yeah, that was the stop loss. It's definitely a sell. But all good, mate. All good. Couldn't figure out what you entered on. The sell mates, mate. Yeah, all good, mate. 40 pips on the table, guys. Who took the trade? Let us know. Traded bear literally made 10k today. Nice work. Why is the chat so low? No idea. Is in numbers. Drive through talk show. Good morning. Just joined. No, currently buying sell. I'm in a sell. Currently secured the majority of the position. It's running a 30 pip profit at the minute. So we're coming closer to London Open. So definitely don't be greedy, guys, because again, the initial push out of consolidation was bullish. So my concern is that we could even just be forming a pause just now in order to continue bullish. So don't be greedy. If you have, you've got profits on the table, still running 27, 28 pip profit a minute, enjoy some of that profit, get to break even. Grayson, all good, mate, all good. Bundy, you also, yep, works proper. Yeah, they're fine. But again, I may be working with a different broker soon. Right, through a talk show, all good, all good. Let's have a look at GJ. All right, approaching the resistance. What's at the resistance? Closes above. There could be potential options. Again, my concern is London Open. We've broken the Asian session high. What I would preference is a reasonable closure above the resistance, price returning to retest, preferably around the high of the Asian session, and bounce off before looking for buys. It would still be valid if it taps into that resistance and bounces off and breaks the high of the catalyst candle. I won't be trading GJ. But that's your options. Sorry, TikTok. YouTube, sorry, YouTube. All over the shop. Nice trade, Carl. You didn't take it. No, thank you. Appreciate the comment. Sebastian, good luck to run today. I set my stop loss a little too low and got pulled out. Happens, mate. All good. On to the next. Franco, thank you, mate. Smash like button. Yep. Bro, nice one. Can you explain this trade? Yeah, so explained it. So you probably caught the explanation. 30. Sorry. How many pips go on the table? 45 pips on the table, guys. Look at it dropping like a top 50 pips. Cracking entry. If I say so myself. Gold sniper for our pullback was textbook. Love gold when it plays nice. Yeah. I mean, could have been options to the upside as well, but the way the current daily is forming, I really like the downside potential on the pullback. Also, the new, obviously, 4-hour frames up a week. Alright, green minutes until the session open, guys. Dean, yes, yeah, secure profits. Sorry, man?
I'd be careful if anyone's still holding now because of you've got wicks coming into those wicks at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mentioned. Be break even, secure some profit. You've got 3 minutes until the session open. Move out of consolidation was bullish, so we could just again be pulling back, grab liquidity in order to head back bullish. Anyone TikTok, make a trade, let us know. Paxton got in that quick. Fair enough. Yeah, as long as you secured some profit and period barber down. Yep, I'm currently in a sell. B, are you in a sell? Yes. Again, locked in the majority of the position, the profits on it, and safely at break even. We've got some 42, 43 pips running on the small runner. Don't blink. Red B, congrats, bro. Oh, you keep telling us waiting for a reaction. Yeah, well, that's it. You wait, patiently wait. That's what you're referring to. I mean, all the time. How often do you guys hear it? Can we buy now? Can we sell now? Is it up or down? Just wait. Have a plan. If your plan is similar to mine, wait for it to present. If it presents, a very high probability it's going to be a win. Extremely high probability. That's trading. It's not that difficult. Once you find an edge that works for you, the hardest part is sitting on your hands and just being patient. And that's the problem why most traders will never make it. You get itchy fingers and need to be involved all the time. Make a mistake, regret it, jump back in, make another mistake, blow the account, give up, come back a year later, give it another go. Same shit. Long Yodia, hello from Thailand. Hello from Udon Thani. Whereabouts in Thailand? Don't blink. Yeah, no, all good, all good. No, you weren't having go or anything. Holding at 35.27 AR in a buy. Fair enough. I still think it could, you know, I mean, easy not to say it's an offense. It could go up. Like I said to the guy on stream yesterday who was convinced it was going to drop yesterday and it did the opposite. It could do anything. No one knows. No one has a crystal ball. So your responsibility is just to follow your plan. But today, my plan was to sell it off the back of where the daily is forming. So we've got session open, guys. Be careful. Please be at break even. Please consider securing if you're not done so. Bangkok, nice one. I'll be in Bangkok tomorrow. We're heading, friends and I heading to Bangkok for three days. Love Bangkok. It's my favorite city in the world, to be honest. I absolutely love it. Although it's good here, it's really good here too. Pudong's a cool place to live and chill and hang out. Still got places to hang out. Zeus the Vic took a small base and get a sell. Market almost always goes against me. All good, mate, all good. Hopefully you're learning a bit while on the stream. TP, Fury Baba. Yeah, in TP, I've secured pretty much all the position. I've got a tiny runner. TP, it's up to you. I mean, you could have TP at 35, 29, 28, or the daily low. So this is looking really good now, to be honest. I'm just going to close the full position at this level if it taps into it. Yeah, and here we go. Dropping like it's hot. 60 pips, guys. There we go. I'm closing full. I'm going to close full because I'm happy with that profit. Smash that little like button. So almost 70 pips on that one. Too easy. Too easy. Here you go. Already gonna sell. Look at that. What a trade. Derek, hello, show me you read the chat, please. I do, sorry, I just get a little bit caught up with the TikTok chat because it flows more. There's more people chatting on TikTok. Gold Sniper, I got in at 27 based on 15-minute looking down, popping up. Sure, you'll see what I mean. 27. Based on what time frame? What's that? Here, yeah, liquidity grab. Nice one. Kevin, I think buy is on the way. Potentially. Last time just some teacher well, mate. Yeah. Would do my best to teach whoever seeks the mentorship, no? Derek, how about the pips? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Last time just pay attention and stick to the plan. That's again, I stress it all the time and I'm often ridiculed. People say why I didn't sell, why I didn't buy, why I bought, why I sold. It's easy to say, especially if you take a loss. I told you it was a buy. Why'd you sell it? Just follow my plan, that's why. Because I know it's going to win 80+% of the time. So irrespective of what anyone else thinks, I could not care less. I just follow my plan. Some of my guys have come a long way because they realize it's the best thing to do. Have an edge. Have something within the market and look for your entries. Just give me a sec, guys. Sounds like I want to. Buddy, next door neighbor's cats. There's like 20 cats. Pains in the ass. Tip, you're also in Thailand? Nice one. Whereabouts? Yeah, I don't wait retest, bro. I'm already in position. Okay, fair enough. I got all-time high. Fair enough. I believe it will get to the all-time high again. Not sure when though. Nicole, Bangkok Thailand, go to Red Light District. Sorry, Cowboy, that's from what's it called, Hangover. There's a chance we will go there, to be honest, so because they'll want to see it. I know they'll want to see it. 100% they'll want to see it. it's not that good. It's one of those things that you have to go through once. We're tapped in and bouncing off. Like if you go there, it's a time. It's like a must see, basically. The fascination of it all, but it's not a place you want to hang out too much, in my opinion. You easily blow through cash very, very quickly. And it's not a cheap area. Having a beer there is pretty much the same price as back in Melbourne, to be honest. AR? No, I use personal. At 70 coming. So we've pulled back to that level, guys. That is that was my concern. So that's why I've said all along, don't be greedy. Take some profit. Oh, sniper, snap. You're out. Scalp done and Pete's right. Yep. Nice one. So it looks like what a lot of us have had another successful day in the markets. Took a sell, took profits off the table, secured in position around 70 pips. Now just enjoying, chilling. Helps to pay for. It's going to be in a very expensive, well, has been extremely expensive week. It's going to be another expensive few days. I'm on. I should be made 13 million today. Took it by 35, 39 already. All right, fair enough. You're back in profit. Just be careful. Have a plan. Stick to it. Have a stop loss. Don't let it hit your. Look, if it's a plan, you know, stop losses, for instance, below his count or whatever. You're willing to accept it, and I understand. But at least have one. Have a stop loss. By the way, not 13 million, guys. I'm just kidding. Anyone who thought I was being serious. So hell. Now buy? No, I wouldn't be buying it just now. I'd be waiting for the 15 minutes close. Close bullish engulfing, then I do feel the vice back on the table. Could have a IC trade to the upside as well. Guys, I do promise my members, I do promise I will get that update done, but of course, again, I've started it, I've just not completed it because I've had such a busy week. I've got another busy weekend, so. Damn, head and shoulders forming in the 1 hour. Who knows, maybe. Long way off, either way. Fury Baba. Not always a trade, there's nothing in a minute. In some really good form, guys. In some cracking form. Collier and bias, okay. Ready at break even. Nice one. The back, break even on my buy now. Alright, so nice one. Hopefully you get to secure some profit. Happy to hear it. Tip, you're in order. Fair enough. Naeem, are you looking to sell for today? No, I wouldn't be fixated on sales. I just had a sell signal present. It's called-ish, it's going up. Not really doing much at the minute. It could go up, I'm not saying it won't. But again, I made the most of a quick sell scalp and ended up securing the final position at 70 pips. So I'm more than happy with my result for today. Dip, hold or leave. Again, you need to have a plan, mate. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a signal to the upside or downside at the minute, so I don't know where it's going to go. I can't tell you. If this closes bullish engulfing, I'd be more in favor of the upside. If it closes weak bullish and the next candle begins to break low of this bullish candle, then I do believe we're heading back down. Christian bought in on my Pepper account. That's alright, at least you know, not going crazy on a live account without assuming not knowing a great deal just yet. Nothing wrong with demo trading, but I always suggest it's better to have live skin in the markets. You can just, even if it's a really small account, you trade cent lots or whatever, at least you get, it's still money, and you get that feeling, that emotional feeling of, you know, having money on the table. And it will teach you quickly how to respect your account. It should anyway, not everyone. EU. Victor, CP 35 to 65. Yeah, fair enough. That's a level of liquidity. It's the upside here. Yeah, could be a good target. EU. Had a look at it before. It's heavy consolidation at the minute. MS, I would preference price popping back down and below 116.386, retest and continuation back down to 116.20 roughly. Anything in the current area is a mess. I would write it off and wait for it to, if it makes a clean move up and begins to reject that resistance, look for a sell. Or if it pops above the resistance, I'll look for a buy. I really don't think it looks close to any potential entry for the time being. That's pretty much it. DSMX, thanks Justin, still building my account to be able to do big lot scalps. Nice one. That's fair enough. Him out, all good. Good kid, thank you for the stickers, by the way. Sorry, I apologize. I just saw that. Vera Barber, thank you as well. And welcome to the new followers. So, if anyone's interested in a buy, what I would wait for is this candle to close, and I would want it to close engulfing this bearish candle. Does in fact close above the high of this bearish candle, I do believe there's further potential for it to come to push bullish. Tap back into this level of liquidity, this consolidation, rejecting, bouncing off it. If we engulf the sellers just here, I do believe there's a higher probability we will continue to head back up. So off the back of that, you could look for a potential buy option. And that's pretty much all I can say at the minute. Himat, thank you for sharing the live as well. Jamie, yeah, it has to engulf by at least about 10 pips though. Yes, the other two will be included in the will be updated, sorry, added to the course. Alright, so it's not valid. Simple. Very simple. So buy, sell, it's nothing. Plan was for it to close bullish engulfing. So just chill, see how the markets, wait patiently. All good, Jamie. No worries. Pleasure. Unknown KSC, thank you, mate. Well, I'm already in Thailand, but I mean, into favorite city in the world. That is Bangkok. 50-minute flight, 55-minute flight from where we are. I'm with two friends and meeting a few other friends there as well, so gonna get pretty nasty, that's for sure. They can drink. I can't drink like they can. Nor would I bother trying, to be honest. I like actually not being a zombie of the day. So have a few, relax. Come back Tuesday and I'll say to you guys I got absolutely plastered. Gotta enjoy it sometimes. See, it's making you stuck in a consolidation trade. As long as you're at break even. Free swap mouse sounds solid. To be honest, I think it's just a cheap gaming mouse. I didn't actually buy this one. I think my ex's boyfriend may have bought it. I'm not sure. I think. It's alright. I don't think it's expensive. I don't know if you can see it. Sport, so I'm assuming it's just a generic brand. But it does the trick. Okay, no, I'm not in bias. Took profits on sales already. Migo, what would you like to see from now on? Well, it looks like it's just consolidating, so you obviously want a strong closure above this resistance, and that may suggest that it's a good chance it could continue to make a deeper correction. Otherwise, I would now just adjust this zone, and I'd be looking for sells below that particular bullish candle, the most recent candle to form support. Now adjust that. That would be the actual target, and further sells below that point. So you could have a minor zone just there. Could be looking buyers potentially above that level. Chris, all good? Hey, Gabza. No, took profits on a sell, not in any buys. I'm just going to call him Mon Lane. There's no way I can pronounce that first name. Hello to you. Welcome. Alright, guys. Well, job done for today. So, on that note, I think I might wrap it up. So, just a reminder, I won't be on tomorrow. I won't be on Monday. I will be away, not at home, so it won't have my computer, obviously. So, but just be wary, there is high impact news, a lot of it to come, still into today, and obviously tomorrow for NFP, so just be very careful trying to trade it if you are trading it. I don't recommend trading the news at all. So the plan for me would be, I would still kind of preference the sells, to be honest. I do believe that this may just been a pullback in order to continue in line with the current direction of the daily candle, but the buys would also make sense above the resistance. Just patiently wait a strong closure above, retest, continuation. To downside, I preference a closure below, but if it closes right near the low of this bullish candle, as long as the new candle has an upper wick, then it's not a bad option. Take it back down towards the support a little bit lower down. That's what I would personally look at. Personally, I'm not going to bother just now. Tomorrow, guys, we'll probably jump on later. Should be all good to jump on for a little bit. We can have a chat. So you guys take care. You go well. I'll end the call.
Hey, Justin.
See you, mate. Hold on.
See you, man.
See you, Frank. See you guys.
Yeah, bye.
What's that going? Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to stop the call. Here it is. Alright. YouTube, TikTok, guys, take care. Thank you once again for the support. Well done to those who took the trade with us. Gold sells. Awesome, nice profits before. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Cheers. Until next time. Bye, my friends.